We are going to read the book Where the Wild Things Are. Ooh, there's the wild things. He has quite a long tail. So does Max. The night Max wore his whip suit and made mischief of one kind. There he is, getting into trouble. And another. There he goes with his puppy dog. I wonder what they're going to do. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." And so he was sent to bed without eating anything. Aw, poor Max. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. Wow, look at all the trees growing in his room. He looks like he's planting something. And grew. Whoa, look at all those trees. He's getting quite the forest there. He looks quite mischievous, too. And grew until the ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around. Ooh, look at that. He's got a lot of trees. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. There he goes. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnawed their teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Look at all those wild things. I don't think Max is going to be scared of them, do you? Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with his magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of them all. See that? Even though he's the smallest, he's the wildest of them all, they say. And they made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Uh-oh, he's going to get those wild things into trouble. Look at them dancing in the moonlight. They're all having so much fun. There they are, climbing the trees like monkey bars. Oh, look at that. He thinks he is king of all these wild things, and he's got his crown on and everything. They all look very happy to have him there. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where somebody loved him best of all. Then all around from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat, so he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnawed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year, and then out of weeks, and through a day. There he goes. I bet you he's going to sail back home where he belongs. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. Oh, there's his dinner. He made it all the way back home. And it was still hot. See that? And his dinner was all warm, waiting for him. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I hope that you all have a wonderful night. Good night.